Hi, I'm Anna at the Sewing Studio, and in this video I'm going to talk you through our top 2 best budget sewing machines. In second place we have the Janome J318. This one comes in under 250, and in first place we have the Brother LX17. This one comes in under the £150 mark. Now, just because these are both at a very good price point, it doesn't mean you need to compromise on features and sewing function. So I'll talk to you more in depth on each one separately. Our second place machine, the Janome J318, is a lovely machine. It's got 6 inches of space to the right of the needle, so what I would call a standard size. You've got 18 different stitches here, what I would call your standard utility, and then stretch versions of those stitches. It does a buttonhole in 4 steps. You have your reversing lever. Now, you don't have the ability to change the width of the stitch, but you do have the ability to change the length. And on your stitch selector, there is a bit of tolerance between a straight stitch and a zigzag, so there is a slight variable there if you wish to use it. You have a built-in needle threader, and it has a bottom loading bobbin, so it's down in under here. And you can also lower the feed dogs, which is just this little lever there. Part of the reason this machine comes in second place is because you don't benefit from a huge amount of different feet. It has the standard presser foot, which is suitable to use all the stitches with. It also has the buttonhole foot to be able to perform the buttonhole. However, Janome do a great range of different accessories and feet that you can purchase separately should you wish to do so. Also included are a couple of different accessories. You've got spare bobbins, some needles, a seam ripper and a screwdriver. It's a great all-round machine. It handles lots of different types of fabric, so I'll get it plugged in and show you what it can do. I've got a piece of quite slippy polyester. I'm just going to run this through the machine. I've on a straight stitch and with a stitch length of 3. As you can see, that's sewing really nicely. The stitches are nice and uniform. Good result. Testing with some stretch fabric. I've installed a stretch needle on the machine. I've moved the stitch length dial round to the stretch stitch selection and chosen stitch A. So I'm on a stretch straight stitch. That's sewn through that really well. As you can see, there's no curling of the fabric, no waving, it's still lying flat, and you can stretch the fabric with the stitch. The last test I'm going to do is on some denim fabric. I've gone back to a standard straight stitch with a stitch length of 3 and popped a denim needle on. It's a fairly soft denim and it's going through those 2 layers really well, so I'll double it over. It's gone through 4 layers with no problem, so I'll double it over again. And yeah, 8 layers, no problem at all. Our first place machine is the Brother LX17. It's very easy to use. You've got your stitch selection dial here. Now, there isn't separate dials for the stitch length and the stitch width, but within your stitches, there are preset stitches of a longer stitch length and a wider stitch width. So everything you need is there, and it does a buttonhole in 4 steps. It's got your reverse lever here. It's a top loading bobbin, so it drops in from the top and you can see when it's running out. It also has a free arm, so the accessory tray pops off, and then you've got your free arm for sewing cuffs, hems and things. You get a few different feet with this one, so your standard presser foot. There's also a buttonhole foot, a button sewing foot and a zipper / piping foot. You get some spare needles, some bobbins, a little screwdriver, spare spool pin and a plate for disengaging the feed dogs to do any free machine work. Again, it's a good all-round machine, and I'll get this one plugged in and show you what it's capable of. For the first test, I've got some thin polyester fabric. I'm using a standard needle, and on this machine I'm using stitch 2. Now I can see that stitch is a bit too short, so I'm going to move along to stitch number 4, which is a longer length. And as you can see, that's sewn through that really well. The fabric's not puckered. That's a nice result. Moving on to stretch fabric, I've popped a stretch needle on and moved on to stitch number 6. So that's just an even longer straight stitch. It's handling that really well. As you can see, the stitches are nice and uniform. It's sat flat with no curling or bumping anywhere. And finally, with some denim fabric, I've changed the needle to a denim needle and chosen a longer straight stitch again. It's gone through 2 layers with no trouble, so I'll double it over. Again, no problem at all. I'll double it over again, but what I'll do is I'll change up one more stitch length. And that's gone through the 8 layers with no trouble. To recap, we have the Janome J318 coming in under £250 and the Brother LX17 coming in at under £150. They both have 6 inches to the right of the needle, and they both have a twin needle facility, so you can use a twin needle. You've got 2 spaces there for your spool pins, and on the Brother you've got 1 there, and then it comes with an additional one where you can pop it on the bobbin winder. The Janome is a bottom loading bobbin. It has a needle threader and you can drop the feed dogs. The Brother machine is a top loaded bobbin, no needle threader, sadly, you're relying on your eyes, and you can disengage the feed dogs using the darning plate. As you've seen from the sew tests, they are both very capable machines. Our second place machine does have a slightly more powerful motor, but it is a bit more money. Our first place machine has a full metal chassis. It has the easier drop-in bobbin system and does come with a few more feet and accessories, all for under £150, so it really is a winner. I hope that helps in your decision of finding a new machine. Don't forget, we're here at the Sewing Studio for anything that you might need, so just get in touch. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.